Interest rates going up or down? I'm here with expert Andrew Rodney from Zolo Mortgages. Andrew, you have a crystal ball. What have you got?
Right now, we are seeing that inflation rate is where it's supposed to be based on why the bank started increasing the rates in the first place. But what we also want to see is that the Bank of Canada is also sending a clear message, because on March 6th, they've decided that they're not going to cut the rates because they want to make sure they're not affecting the economy. So what I think will happen was, I would say by not April, which is the next scheduled meeting, but in June, we may start to see a little or incremental changes. It won't be anything drastic, so be prepared for that.
And how have you been seeing, the amount of mortgages that are coming in, the ones getting approved? Is that, has there been a lot of issues with that, or?
Yeah, so in regards to approvals, so there's definitely has been some changes and a lot of more hard or more creative things that has to be done in order to get people approved, because obviously we're looking at rates is actually going up, and also the prices of houses has also gone up in most urban areas. So that is pretty much one of the main pain points. So we have to find a little bit more creative ways to find solutions for clients.
Now, as a real estate agent, as you know, and we're in the same situation when we're having multiple offers. So. Yes. We're always faced with the challenge of keeping our clients safe, but if they want to win in multiple offers, sometimes they have to decide that they're not going to put in a condition on financing. Now, I know as a mortgage broker, nobody wants that, but what are your thoughts, or how do you deal with that?
So in the mortgage world, it's definitely a bad word for us. However, what we have been able to do is to get more people pre-approved, so when they come to you and they're able to make that offer, they have a better idea of what it is that they're coming to face and understand the whole picture of what those risks are.
Okay, now we do deal with a lot of first-time buyers. So first I want to find out, how can somebody come prepared so that, when they're getting a pre-approval, they have everything sort of set and ready to go?
Yeah, great question. So I hear this all the time. One of the things we want to make sure is, once we have a client, is the first barrier is they're scared to talk to a mortgage broker. So obviously you got to choose one that is going to listen to you and is going to be at your back, because it's really a team. So just like you are here, sometimes it might be accountants, real estate. We're all a part of the team to get the situation resolved for you. And one of the things that we do is we ask clients to get their income documents up front. So that's letter of employment, pay stub, all the nitty gritty that we're not going to spend too much time talking about. But get those things to us before you actually go and meet with the realtor and make those offers.
Now, for some of the first-time buyers, though, and we do deal with people that are sort of new to the country, what sort of documentation should they be prepared to have?
So first-time home buyers, they should be prepared to obviously be a resident of Canada. This is a big one, or a permanent resident, or have a work permit, right? Okay. So that is what is needed for to be able to purchase a property in Canada, and obviously be over 18. So for a first-time home buyer, the kind of things that we want to get them to done is to be able to confirm their employment. We want to make sure they've been working for an employer for 2 to 3 years minimum, and that the income is going to be sustained. Right? So things that we want to look for, again, is also a letter of employment, pay stub, and we want to be able to have a 90-day history of their bank statements.
Okay, so if somebody is, say, new to the country, then they need to ensure that money is here sitting in their bank account for 90 days. Is that?
Yeah, so generally that is what it is. There are times where we can have funds come from overseas. However, we need to be able to trace it, because it's an anti-money laundering. So all banks want us to be able to confirm where the funds came from, right? So generally how we do that is by a 90-day bank statement to show that. And then obviously if there's gifts and those kind of things, there's different things that are different parameters that we have to do, but that's generally what it is.